Yeah. Yeah.
He's going too fast.
Cut it. 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 Them bricks is way too high. You need to cut it. Cut it. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
You know, right now, technically, we
Cut it.
going.
Them bricks is way too high. You need to cut it. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Running through bags on the rack. Hitting my plug on the celly. Tell my bitch that I'm sorry. I'ma skate off in the Rari. Keep 36 by my side. I'ma go pick me up.
Alright, y'all ready?
Keep 45 by my side.
Y'all ready?
Fuck with my niggas, you die. All of my niggas say blood. All of my niggas say
Yo. Thank y'all for tuning in to the podcast, man. My Brother's Keeper podcast. I'm Terrence.
And I'm Ed.
And we're just going to get started right away. This is a new podcast. My sister-in-law, behind the camera, she got us to, pretty much the green light to do this. So shout out to her. I got my mother in the building, got my wife in the building, my daughter in the building. So, we just want to get started, man.
We're going to talk about just about us in general, like where we come from, our background, so you guys can get to know us a little bit better. My name's Anthony. I'm originally from New York, from Brooklyn. Shout out to New York. You already know what it is.
New York.
26 years old. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot growing up as a young child. Growing up, I learned a lot. Never really had that father figure in my life. But I always had older guys I looked up to. And that made me the guy that I am today. I had a little trials and tribulations growing up, but I always seen past that, and that made me into the person I am today. So I was thankful and grateful to meet this guy. I was about 13, 14 when I met. We used to call him Skinny.
He was 12. I was 13.
Was it? Yeah, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. But I met this guy, and ever since then we've been best friends. And till this day, this is my brother. This is my brother. Will always be my brother, no matter what.
My Brother's Keeper.
Exactly. That's why we named it My Brother's Keeper. So if you want, you can tell the people about yourself, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, like he said, pretty much I knew him from the time, I'm a year older than him, so I knew him since I was about 13. He was 12. Before then, I was born in Greenville, Mississippi. Kings and Daughter Hospital. I came to Lancaster at a young age, so I'm pretty much from here, whatever. 717 PA. I did it all as a kid. I was into sports big time. I did a lot. I did football, basketball, track, wrestling, boxing. Just to name a few, I guess.
Lincoln Lions. Go Lincoln
Lions. Undefeated class. Yeah, that's me. Shout out Marquise. Shout out Dyer. Shout out that whole team.
Tyler Martin, everybody.
Shout out Tyler Martin. Oh, yeah, Tyler Martin. Oh, shout out Tyler Martin, man. I heard that you got a company now, man. I'm proud of you, boy. But
sir.
Yeah, so going back, I got into a little trouble when I was younger. I went away for some time. And now I'm home. I'm not going to really elaborate too much on it, But now I'm home, and now we're just trying something new, and we're just trying to see where this goes with it. And, so.
That's what we're going to do now.
That's pretty much about us.
Bro, I'm gonna get into a subject tonight. We was talking about it the other day, but now something just popped up, so I think we could, touch on this subject real quick. Now, there was an incident with Antonio Brown, former Steelers wide receiver.
Go Steelers.
Big Steelers fan right here, but that's minus point. But there was something that there's allegations, we should say, about him, raping a woman. How do you feel? First of all, what do you think about that situation? Being he was one of your wide receivers. as far as Steelers, still the wide receiver. What do you think about what happened and what they're trying to say about what he did?
To not take anything from the alleged woman. I don't want to make it as though she's lying, and I know this is very controversial. So I want to, this is our first show, so I want to pick my words, wisely and smart. But I just think it's the wrong. I think for anybody to really want to, other than the NFL and however they go with their stipulations and things of that nature, I just think it's the wrong time for her to just want to speak up now. I think it almost goes to show anytime a male, successful male, wants to go to do something, there's this mystery woman or women that pops out the blue and says he did this or he did that.
So did you guys hear she's holding off releasing a statement until next week because she's getting married this weekend. So to me that, not to, take away from her, the victim, but she's taking a whole week to respond to ESPN as a comment, to go on any shows or anything like that. She's putting it off because she's supposedly getting married this weekend. To me, I think that raises a few red flags. I also think it's funny, as soon as he gets traded to the Pats, or, moves to the Pats, he got released from the Raiders, moved to the Pats, and signed with them. As soon as he gets signed with them, these accusations come out. So do you guys want to elaborate a little bit on that? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like just the timing alone raised red flags to me. I mean, I didn't know about that situation about her putting it off for a week. I didn't know about that. But I feel like the timing alone raised the red flags, because what time frame are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, and the only thing I feel like that's going to save her is that if she was out for money. You understand what I'm saying? Okay.
Oh, the camera going.
What you be talking to Casper the whole time? Come on, just practice.
She can take it out, but she can take it out.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. Oh,
damn.
it was
You didn't
black.
crawl or nothing.
It's black.
Yeah. But
It was good talking.
how you doing, Mom?
Sorry.
But I just feel like that raised red flags to me. If it was about money, he just gave up a $30 million deal for 10. So I mean, unless she wants half of that, I don't know. Because as I hear it, it's not a criminal case; it's a civil case. So she want paid for her damage.
She doesn't want him to be incarcerated.
No, she don't want him to. Well, I don't know if she wants him or not, but she didn't take it to criminal court.
Now, why wasn't this said earlier? That's one of the other questions.
Like, we don't even know what time frame we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why wasn't it said weeks ago? Why wasn't it said days before he got drafted to the Patriots? Why wasn't none of that said? So that makes you think, like, was there a reasoning? Was there a reason for that?
But she had what association was she with?
None of that has come out because she's putting off releasing all of that information for another week.
Now let me take back my words, because I don't know. See, now that we don't know that, if she had something to do with the Raiders organization, if she had something to do with that camp, then okay, I
Right.
get it.
But it also, to me, if she's looking for money, and that's the only reason she came out, you would think she'd put it off until maybe the Pats won the Super Bowl and he's guaranteed that money. Because now, that guaranteed $9 million that they signed him for, his contract, if he is putting a bad face on the Patriots, that guarantee goes away.
Which he already is.
Which she is.
Yeah,
So the Pats will get out of that guaranteed $9 million if they cut him right now.
And which I don't.
So
and
he's
what
not
I
gonna
don't. What I don't understand is people saying that Antonio Brown is smart for leaving the Raiders. I mean, of course, money wise, that's not true. He just took a $30 million cut.
Yeah.
Or $29 million cut or whatever it may be. So I mean,
I feel like he wanted to get off the team.
absolutely.
I feel like he just wanted a reasoning to get off the team. That's why him and the owner got into it, and they exchanged words, and it wasn't too nice, and they ended up releasing him. And Bill Belichick and that Patriots ownership, they went and got him. Now, do I think he's chasing a Super Bowl ring? Of course. I think he is, personally. Why? Steelers, they haven't won a Super Bowl in a little bit. I think, the Patriots, they're always, every year, they're going to the playoffs. They're a contender. They're going for the ring every year. Their division is not that good. I'm a Jets fan and I can say that. Their division is not that good. So they're making it every year. They have one of the best, if not the best, quarterbacks in the league, Tom Brady. You can't. The best. Before I would say it would be Peyton Manning, but Tom Brady, I feel like he is the best right now in the league. He knows what he's doing. He's very good at what he does, and he shows that.
I mean, I think that's almost an understatement. Like me hating the Pats, like you can't deny.
You can't deny talent. Yeah. Talent. You can't deny.
Tom Brady might be one of the best of all time. I mean, that's hard to debate, but
yeah, it's really hard to debate. You can't debate that.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is kind of premature because we don't know anything else really about the case. My input on it is pretty much, I don't know what to say about her.
We gotta wait and see. It's all speculations right now. I think all of the opinions, it seems like, on ESPN right now is that the Pats need to let Antonio Brown go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
Until
it calms down.
Exactly. And, they need to release him so that it doesn't make, the whole organization look bad. I mean, it already is, because in press conferences in preseason games, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were asked about the situation.
Yep.
People who have no idea what's going on. And you can tell, if you watch those interviews, like, their faces, they're uncomfortable, and they're like, leave me out of it.
Right.
So,
and I mean, at the end of the day, what really can they say about it? You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing with, Big Ben. Big Ben went through these accusations.
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
Robert Kraft, the owner, the GM
That's true.
of the Pats, he went through all the same stuff.
Yep.
So.
It's like either it's this or either it's Sandusky. You know what I mean? It's just like,
right.
Either you did it and it's to the capacity to where we're stripping you from everything, or it's like, so it's like your legacy don't even matter no more,
Right.
It's just, and that goes with anything. If we can get off of sports for a second and just go to the music industry, or just, celebrity, just celebrity period. If you want to talk about actors or rappers, or it's just like, I don't know, it just seems like it always happens. This always happens, Usher got blamed. Bill Cosby, I can't say blamed. He was actively charged for it. So, R. Kelly,
big one. We still don't know, the whole just in that too much, but there's a lot of accusations on that one too. But some of it it's true. Some of it we don't know.
Right.
We can't really point fingers, But my whole thing is, and this can go to a whole nother situation. But I feel like America in general, when it comes to females blaming something on the male, they're quick to go with that before anything else. Which I feel like it's not fair. No, it's not fair. Because a male can be totally innocent, and just because she said that, they're going to go off of that and go right after the male. Put him in jail, do whatever, make him look bad, give him a bad name about whatever the crime may be, and right away he's a bad guy, And then there's incidents where they found down the line 10, 15 years while this man is sitting in jail for no reason that the lady done told a lie.
Right.
He can't get them 15 years back.
And that goes back. And I mean, this goes back.
That got out did 15 years.
He did. It was you're probably familiar with this. Was he the linebacker for Baylor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was like he, the girl, pretty much put these accusations out there.
Right.
Came out it wasn't true. He lost scholarship. Not scholarship. He was already in college. He lost, NFL deals. He lost everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just for this to be, not, a lie. And it dates. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Exactly. No, you're fine. I just want to also turn the conversation towards all of these accused that we're talking about are black males who are successful. Now, if we look at the history in that, they obviously get more time for lesser crimes and everything like that. And then you look at someone like Brock Turner, who is raped a girl behind a dumpster, had no jail time and 3 months probation.
But let's even take it past that. Like, we're talking about jail time. Like, people lost their lives behind it. If we go back to Emmett Till, Emmett Till was accused of whistling at a Caucasian descent or whatever, and he was dragged out of his home in the middle of the night and beating and killed.
Yep.
For her to come out and say that never happened, he lost his life then. This woman wasn't prosecuted. She didn't have to pay the family nothing. None of that.
Exactly.
I mean, and just recently, even it doesn't have to be any celebrity, the South Park boys.
Central Park,
the Central Park boys.
In New York.
The lawyer prosecuted how many people and have they gone through? How many people have she put in jail that were falsely accused because she was trying to get an indictment about money?
Right.
I mean, it's just a vicious cycle. Is the system really working? Is it?
And you made it. I want to, and you probably can't see on camera. This is my wife talking, but I want to point out we just went through some legal situations a few days ago that God gave us the grace to beat or whatever the case may be because people were lying on us. But anyway, there nor say. She made a good point to me that I never, and I've been in the system. I've been in and out of the system. I did time, whatever the case may be, but I never thought about this. And for me not to think about this shows my ignorance of understanding. You understand what I'm saying? And it was so simple what she said. It blew my mind. And the statement that she made to me, she said, it shows you how fucked up the legal system is. Because there's lawyers that try to prove your innocence when you're guilty. And really think about that. Knowingly guilty. You killed somebody and you pay a lawyer.
But their job is
to make it that you didn't kill this person.
Right.
To me, that blows my mind.
And then there's the vice versa.
Yep.
And then there's the vice versa.
You could be innocent. And there's lawyers that are made to prove that you're guilty.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of judicial system do we have?
Right.
Exactly.
This is what we have faith in. We have faith in that this system is what's working for the Americans.
Right.
Where does that? When we're asking these lawyers to lie, we are getting paid thousands of dollars to lie, to prove lies. As long as you have evidence or you can prove a doubt.
Right.
These people are out on the streets.
Well, yeah, and I actually had a friend. His name's Kevin Maxon. He is working on. He owns a company called Voices for the Voiceless. It is prison reform for the Dauphin County Prison in Harrisburg. He works with inmates from Dauphin County. Who see the injustices inside the prison. And most recently, Tyreek Riley was killed by 4 COs. And the county examiner said it was of natural causes. When the photos were released, you can see that he has marks around his neck, both wrists, and both ankles.
They all tied him.
Yep, and killed him. And he was in there for nothing. He got into a fight with his father, and the police misinterpreted it, and he went to jail. Now, the Dauphin County Prison is a for-profit prison. It's a private prison. So these DAs are getting paid $50,000 per inmate they send to that prison. So what do you think they're going to do?
Yeah.
They're going to convict every single person for that money. And just recently, Kevin got locked up because of his protests, and he's at Camp Hill right now.
Oh, that's you know him personally? I've seen that. Wow.
Yeah, he is one of the most gracious, just simple, gentle people you'll ever meet. Just wants justice for these people, and he got locked up behind it.
And then once you get like Camp Hill, like I was I was 16 when I was at Camp Hill, and Camp Hill is a place that you don't want to be. And the reason why I say that is because once you start to hit state penitentiary, like your innocence goes out the window.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Not about
saying?
that anymore.
Like, I knew a guy. This is a true story. I knew a guy that he went upstate for taking a case for his brother. His brother, his name was Big Country, from like Pittsburgh or something like that. His brother was just about to have a baby. The dude did something to his baby moms. The ex-boyfriend did something to the baby mom, or whatever the case may be. The brother beat him up. The dude pressed charges, but Big Country took the charge because he didn't want his brother to have to go to jail. It was a simple charge, whatever the case may be. But it ended up making him go upstate for a year or whatever. No, he had like 9 months in the county. He had to go up for like 3 months or something. I can't remember, but he was about to go home, and what shocks me and what messes my mind up about this is because I watched it happen, you know. But we was all in a hole or whatever the case may be. We was in a hole in Pine Grove, Indiana County, and it was a dude named Bear, not our boy Bear, but another dude from Philly, from South Philly. His name was Bear, big black dude, and he already had like double murder. And he was telling the CO, if you put anybody in my cell, I'm going to kill him. So he kept telling that. He kept telling the COs this. So the dude Big Country, it was a Friday. The dude Big Country was going to get out Monday. His time was done. But people on the block were threatening him, so he came to the hole to be segregated and be on PC. Well, the COs put him in Bear's cell. And we all stood on the gate and watched Bear beat this man to death. Legitly.
Crazy.
Like, literally beat him to death. Laid him in the bed, put a sheet over him, and for 2 days, the COs just, when they did their round, they went past that cell. And the only reason why they knew he was dead is because Bear started yelling, like, yo, this motherfucker stink. Come get him out my cell, he's dead. COs like, man, whatever. They did a whole nother round. They didn't believe him. Next time they came around, Bear pulled the sheet off him. He was already... You know what I mean?
Wow, that's crazy.
And yeah, that was one of the most craziest thing I think I ever seen in my life. Like we sat there watching this man beat this man to death, and I'm just like, yo, like how? Like this man was supposed to go home Monday.
Where's the CO? Where
Ain't no
was
COs on that block. The COs come around. The COs come to do checks. They don't want people throw shit at the COs and piss and. They don't,
also,
so they like, you know.
Also, supposedly at Camp Hill, someone committed suicide in the hole, and it has gotten no publicity at all.
Yeah, and that happens all the time. That's crazy.
And like I said, this came out on the page, The Voices for the Voiceless, because Kevin's up there. So it came out that someone committed suicide, and there's been no publicity on it, nothing. Like. What they're gonna do? They're just gonna ship them out. Like, it's just people get lost in the system, and it's really fucked up. So,
me and my brother, and I don't mean to cut you off. It's just another thing that hit my mind. Me and my brother, which is my sister-in-law's husband. We were in the county jail, and I don't know how many of y'all watch it. I don't know if y'all ever heard the story of Alec Kreider.
Yes.
But Alec Kreider was the dude that went to his friend's house, killed the mom, the dad, the son, and the daughter got away.
Yep.
Everybody all had their own speculations of why he did it, how he did it. Me and my brother, personally, spent a lot of time with Alec.
Oh, wow.
A lot of time. My mother sitting here, she knows. These are true stories. Alec Kreider was on the same block as us. Me and my brother were the only people Alec Kreider ever talked to. He would come out his cell and he would come sit in front of me and my brothers because he was only allowed to come out by himself. He could have come out with all the other juveniles. He would come out and sit in front of my cell and talk to me and my brother for hours. And he would tell us why he did it. He told us that he would kill again. He wanted to. I'm not laughing. God forgive me. I'm not trying to laugh. But my brothers, mind you, this is when we were kids, but. My brother almost initiated this man into a gang. And he was ready to, you know, do what he had to do to get into it. And that's all I'm saying on that. But
Then he, not to cut you off, then he ended up committing suicide.
But he ended up going upstate committing suicide.
I thought that's what happened. Yeah.
He killed himself.
Yep.
Yeah, killed
It's
himself.
a sad story.
So, yeah. Let's just get off of that.
Yeah.
Very emotional.
Yeah. But we can start wrapping up. You know, it's been some touchy subjects we discussed on this show today. We got plenty more to come, you know. Me and Terrence, we're gonna do a little talking.
It's not always going to be sentimental like this. We're going to we're going to. Yeah, hit our comments. Jump into our comments. Make sure you throw us suggestions, things you want us to talk about. If you know us, you know what I mean, throw it out there. If you know us personally, talk to us, hit us up. Again, this is Terrence and Ant.
Like, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook.
My Brother's Keepers.
My Brother's
podcast.
Keepers podcast. You already know what it is. Your boys.
We
and
out here.
Skinny. We out here.
Cue the music, and we out of here. Wow.
Money in dubs. Water whipping, looking like a fish at baseball.